Was that good?
Wow. I kind of pointed thinking that you weren't going to do it, and then you did it.
Welcome down to the Rough Cut Golf Podcast. It is myself, Jacob, Mick, David, and Sam.
Why was I last?
Hey,
Why was I last?
I just made my way around the table. I always come last every week. I've actually moved inside. If people don't realise, we actually have like a hierarchy.
Oh, 100%.
And everyone actually has to make their way up, and I've now moved myself into the middle of the
Does that
table.
mean that I'm at the top?
You can decide if you're at the bottom or the top. I'm not going to say anything.
I've always
Mick's
been
definitely a bottom.
That's staying in. Anyway, welcome down to the podcast. It's already off to a wonderful start.
Yeah, it is. Excellent. Well done, Sam. You're never coming on the podcast again.
We will actually be talking about some golf today. It's always wonderful to come on the podcast and speak about an English person winning in America. More so than Matt Fitzpatrick, who's playing, well, in the last few weeks, incredible golf, but almost really over the last sort of 8 months and making his way into the Ryder Cup team. We have Bryson winning on LIV as well, which was, I have to say, looked an incredible event in South Africa.
Yeah, looked like a lot of fun.
But there's a clip of Paul Casey crying at how good the event was, which I'm not going to, but anyway.
It's a good sign.
It's a good sign.
Jon Rahm, however, is not having a good time because he has rescinded his appeal with DP World, which means that he probably won't be eligible to play in the Ryder Cup. So we're also going to talk about that.
But obviously, the familiar faces that aren't here in Pete and Kieran, they are in America right now. They are over in Florida once again. Feels like we can't stay away from that place.
It's like trip number
another one.
trip number 3 or 4 to Florida this year already.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's the end of March.
It is.
What are we doing?
And you're going to be joining them tomorrow.
I am. Yes, I am going to be joining them tomorrow. I'm getting up very early. I've packed my bags. I've got my expensive camera equipment ready to go, and I am jumping on a flight.
Yeah, and I mean, as you say, we speak about going abroad and traveling a lot, which gives us a great opportunity to, well, first of all, say thanks, but introduce our new sponsor of the podcast in Golf Care. And if, like us, you're planning on traveling abroad for a golfing trip or a tournament, then you're comfortable. You've got insurance in place that you might need.
Correct. So standard I was looking this up the other day after we spoke about travel insurance. Standard travel insurance doesn't always cover things that you would take on a golf trip. So you sometimes will have to pay for the extra, the additional bit, clubs, and, particularly when you're traveling with golf equipment, which we all know is very important to us, and we want to have it protected to the best of our ability. And that is what Golf Care do. All of their coverage, all of their policies include cover in the UK as a standard, and you can add worldwide cover, which is what I've done, because I'm going worldwide.
Absolutely,
Mr. Worldwide.
And I'm bald as well now, which is cool. But yes, it is. They are looking after us in a big way, and they will also look after you in a big way because what they offer is excellent.
Yeah, for sure. And I say, like, when you're traveling and you're going abroad, you don't want to be worrying about those things, theft, damage to clubs. When you're going away with your mates and you're having that trip to Portugal or over to America, whatever you want to be, you want to make sure you're covered. And with the amount of traveling we do, of obviously like a lot of the equipment you use, Sam, it's important to have it sorted.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised at how much it adds up to all your stuff, and bag, clubs, accessories, golf, GPS.
The GPS is a big one. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, up to £7,500 up of kit is covered.
I don't think my golf bag is worth £7,500,
which is great. So everything's covered.
There we go. Exactly. I was just about to say that.
No, absolutely. So, guys, if you are planning a golf trip, then Golf Care are running an exclusive offer, and thank you for this, for the Rough Cut Golf Podcast audience. Not only are they offering all new customers 30% off specialist golf insurance, starting at £28.05 for the year when you add the 30% discount, they're also throwing in 6 free Titleist Pro V1s, 3 Wilson balls, and 3 free rounds of golf worth £340. It's a lot of money at selected courses around the UK. It's a no-brainer knowing that you can get all of that and be protected on the course all at the same time. Just go to www.golfcare.co.uk/roughcut to get this exclusive deal, and of course T's and C's apply.
Excellent. Well done, everyone, and thank you, Golf Care. You're the best. Let's talk about Matt Fitzpatrick, who often gets called Matt's Fitzpatrick.
Mats?
Because he plays off mats.
because when I call him,
Never hit off the fairway.
That's not fair.
loves winter golf. I keep hearing him being called Matt's Fitzpatrick, and I think it's just a trick of your brain because your brain is telling you that the next T that is coming up has a Z after it.
Sure. Matt's Fitzpatrick.
You just did it.
Yeah, but no, I was trying to do it. Matt's yeah, because I think it's because you go into the F.
Yeah.
So it's to blend it. Matt Fitzpatrick. You've got to really.
You got to make sure there's a
enunciate.
lot of T's on the end of that Matt.
Well, whether he's Matt's or Matt, he's playing some bloody good golf right now.
He is.
And if he's hitting off them, then they need to sort that out because that's not fair.
That's a rules infringement.
Not on that.
Yeah, third career PGA Tour win. I mean, probably could have, should have won the week before at the Players.
Yep. But it was between him and Ludwig, and
Cam Young just sort of.
Yeah.
Nice to see that the
yeah.
Valspar's being dominated by the European players as well. The Victors win last year. And
My favourite golfer growing up, or one of my favourite golfers growing up, was Paul Casey.
Oh wow!
It kind of slightly niche, I guess, and I always, every time it comes around to this event, just think of Paul Casey because I know that he won it twice, and it's the only 2 times he won on the PGA Tour, and he won it back-to-back years.
Wow.
So the Europeans have something about the Valspar. I mean,
Just love paint.
Love paint. Yeah, the caddy bibs didn't really remind you much of if it was a paint company or not. 'Cause
Yeah.
my goodness me, they were colourful. They were
were
great.
cool.
I mean, we were at Innisbrook the other day.
Yes, I was going to say when they played that, apparently the hardest par 3 in the world. What is it? The
17.
17th. Yes, it's like just long, and the green's really small, and it's really well protected. I was like, hey.
I know that.
Hey, that drone footage you're using is the one that we used.
I was a little bit disappointed with the coverage because they didn't use the drone enough on that tee box. They kept cutting to this shot of the back of the tee box that was like really low, and you couldn't even see what it said. On the
Yeah, because it
overhead. I was
says
like,
Copperhead in topiary
it's
hedges.
incredible from above. Just go above.
Yeah, it looks good.
Show me.
Yeah.
If you need someone to direct your live sports broadcast, speak to us. We'll do it, but it will take us 2 weeks to get it right.
Yeah, I mean the course was playing tough. We know that Innisbrook is, known for that kind of thing. I think it's usually about 4th or 5th on the PGA Tour circuit in difficulty over the season. So it's nice to actually. I think they were saying it's the 2nd or 3rd time that there's been a cut which is over par. Every other time that we've been playing now, it's just kind of like, oh, it's 5. You got to get to 5 under or whatever it might be. Which I mean, to some weeks it's fine. You like to see birdies. It's some of the things, obviously, and we talk about it every time the US Open comes around, that seeing that nitty-gritty golf actually is quite nice sometimes.
I want to see you struggle.
Yeah, and I
for
mean,
your millions.
Fitzpatrick, I mean, somewhat I would say maybe struggled at points, but actually delivered what was an incredible performance over the weekend. I mean, I think he went bogey-free, which around there is quite incredible. And then also the putty hole on the 72nd hole.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, so good. 14-footer, just, yeah.
Yeah, complete with fist pump. He's got great action.
Yeah.
Like nice sort of acute angle, like brings the shoulder through.
It starts like down and then comes round, and you sort of finish with a...
It's quite tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think he wrote about the fist pump in his little book?
Yeah, 7-yard fist pump
completed.
to the right, crowd.
Yeah.
Crowd excited. Title clinched.
The thing is that, and again, I suppose most people now, and I went home this week and I watched quite a lot of it because my parents just watch every single golf thing that's possibly on the telly.
Good work.
It rolls in from the PGA Tour, DP World Tour in the morning, into the LPGA, like it just doesn't stop.
The TV's never off.
But I don't like, as part of obviously speaking about golf and being in the world of golf, like I kind of keep my finger on the pulse and I like to watch some of it. But it just, after you follow up an event like the Players, and then especially with the Masters coming up, there's always sometimes with these events a little bit of a like, just get them out of the way. Because the Masters are here in a couple of weeks, and we got to go through the Houston, Texas Children's Open, and we've got to do this, that, until we get to the kind of, the catalyst of the golf season. But I really enjoyed watching it this week. It was nice to see some names that I don't, like Brandt Snedeker was actually a really cool story, watching him sort of ascend to the top of the leaderboard. T2 going into the final day, unfortunately didn't have the final day that he wanted to. Another guy who has basically seen every single golfer in the world turn to a mallet and go, I wonder if I should do the same thing, and does it and putts really well. It's funny that, isn't it?
Yes. However, Matt Fitzpatrick is still firmly in the blade camp. So if he is
traditionalist,
if he's playing that well and putting as well as he is, hence 14-foot birdie under the pressure of trying to win the tournament, maybe there is hope for the blade. Maybe the blade has a future.
I mean, it's stuck around long enough for, some people it will be the perfect antidote to their putting, but I just can't see the benefits, to be honest. But,
but like in 50 years, will some people still be clinging onto their petrol and diesel cars, or will they all just have an electric or a hybrid diet by then?
I mean, it's the conversation of golf all the time, isn't it? Of like the changes in technology and the things they can actually, to the point now where if they can take it far in certain, the drivers kind of got to that final point really, where how much further they can push MOI and how much bigger they can make the head and how much all this kind of stuff. Whereas I guess with the putter, you could say in terms of mallet and that kind of design and them really getting into the nitty gritty of it, could be sort of deemed in its infancy a little bit, and they could go even further with it, how much bigger they can make them, where they put the shaft in. That's obviously one of the things they're playing around with more. But for Fitzpatrick, it's still working.
I mean, for me, like I've always seen it as like a blade putter is for the free-flowing kind of natural feeling golfers out there, and a mallet is for someone who's straight back, straight through, trying to work out the exacts of that side of things. Like, the people who will think to a Bryson degree of that. Obviously not a great example.
Yeah.
But I wonder if this is more and more pros are overthinking their swings now and over practicing their putting.
Yeah.
And that is leading to more yips, like more discomfort.
Sorry, David said the Y word.
Sorry, I've infected everyone.
Yeah,
now.
you have. Great, thanks.
But yeah, it's weirdly like, who have we actually got left? We've got Matthew Fitzpatrick and Hideki.
Yeah.
Like two of the greats.
Yeah. And obviously two very good putters as well.
Absolutely.
I think if we start to see Hideki,
Oberg's still got one.
Oberg's still playing a bladey boy.
Am I being stupid? Has Bryson changed?
No, Bryson's still a blade, which is
blade.
why I said it was a bad example, because he does. I think you're right. Like, they are trying to optimize every single part of the game to the point where, like, even Rory is toying with the idea of playing something that isn't a blade in order to try and get a bit of they're trying to optimize the game to such an nth degree that maybe the blade is designed for the people who have and want that kind of rigid, stiff control over their game, and the mallet allows you to think about it much less, in my opinion, and not have to worry too much about the face, because I know it's kind of going to get there if I hit it the right weight.
Yeah.
And then it's about learning to read the green, which they are all very good at, and they all have great caddies and great coaching and these kind of things. So I would love to see someone like Tiger go to a mallet.
He's the perfect candidate for it, I think.
How good would that be?
Because he's obviously, I mean, well, saying that, he can't move very much at the minute, so the putting and chipping is probably the part of the game that he can practice the most. So hitting lots of putts and using a bladed putter all the time, because that is, it's consistency, because it's centre strike, you're not going to get as much forgiveness. But if he put a mallet in, he could just chill out a little bit on that side, and I think it weirdly would look weird him doing it, but I almost think it would suit him.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can see it in his
hands. When Tommy went to a mallet, I thought it was weird looking.
Yeah,
and now,
well, Koepka.
Yeah, Brooks is another strange one.
Spider. That looks a little odd.
There's definitely ego with it as well.
100%.
It's like when people go from like bladed irons to like cavity backs or like muscle backs or anything like that. It's like, it feels like some sort of concession, and I genuinely think people will fight to keep blades with their putter as long as possible.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and I reckon that Tiger, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, has the biggest ego of any golfer who's ever lived.
I mean, he is the bladed putter that you think of. Him with the Scotty Cameron is just like, you put them together. You don't even think about anything else. So that would be the kind of catalyst of like, oh damn,
he's
blade is dead.
When Tiger finally goes there.
The only thing that I'm finding now, though, is with every PGA Tour event this year, is we always talk about the golf and we're like, yay, he won, he played really well, da da da. But there's always something that's always undermining it every time. And we had Akshay last time with anchoring putters. Now this time it's slow play again.
Slow play again.
Like, I know that this is always going to be something within golf that is continually spoken about. I feel like the sort of Patrick Cantlay, characters, especially in the Masters a couple of years ago, kind of really ignited it again and being like, this is silly now. They need to sort something out. But we're finding ourselves talking about a tournament where Matt Fitzpatrick's won really well.
You just did it.
We did it. Yeah.
But it's because you just
called him Matt's.
Matt Fitzpatrick. Matt Fitzpatrick.
I don't know. Listen,
it's the way you flow into it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Complaining about pace of play.
Yeah, the pace of play issue has been something that we've spoken about even ourselves when we're out working and filming, because we are trying very hard to, most of the time it's only Pete, which is a benefit for us because we only have one person to keep quick. If we are playing in a larger group or there's a competition going on or something, then of course people are going to take a little longer. But what happened at the Valspar was very interesting because Fitzpatrick wants to play quick. I like playing quick. I don't want to have to wait. I don't want to stand on a tee box and watch Choppy McChopperson chop it. But Fitzpatrick was...
He's well named.
Yeah.
Nominative determinism at its finest.
Yeah. He actually
His parents knew.
Yeah, he's actually a really good golfer, but he plays badly because of his name.
Sure.
Fitzpatrick complained about the glacial pace of his playing partner, who is Adrien Dumont-Chassard. And that's about as
Easy
much
for you to say.
That's about as much French as you're getting out of me, bloody French. He said that he was so slow that he called the rules official on his own group for pace of play.
That's quite funny.
Which is amazing, by the way. Well done.
Flex.
For the it's a bit of a flex. It's awareness. It's also, come on, man, I'm about to win this tournament. You said that he played all the way up to a green and had maybe even putted out before
Ready golf.
Had hit.
Ready golf, baby.
Ready golf. So this is the question.
Teeing off on the next hole. Are you ready?
I've already hit. Come on, I'm waiting for you. How long should a round of golf take?
As long as I want it to.
What? There's a group behind you. Keep up with the group in front.
No, I'm going to play at my pace. Thank you.
2 groups stood on the tee box waiting for you in the fairway.
The consensus seems to be 4 hours, right? 4 hours is
That's
the over
kind
under?
of the general rule, I
Back
suppose.
in my day.
Yeah, back in my days.
Every normal golf course wanted it to be under 4.
I think under 4 is fine.
I would, honestly, now, I would actually be disappointed if it was that long. It depends on obviously how many people you're playing with. A 4-ball, I would take a 4-hour round. If there's 2 of us playing and we took 4 hours, I think that'd be quite bad going.
What's the fastest you've gone round on your own?
Oh, on my own, I've done it in a couple of hours.
Yeah, I've done a 2.5 on my own.
Yeah, I think it depends. Am I grinding over everything, or am I kind of, giving myself easy putts? The sun's going down, I'm trying to race in. I've played 18 holes in, the kind of 2.5 hour realm. But in a competition, I can understand where you would want to take your time a little bit. But
there comes a point.
There is a line where it becomes too long. And I think that line is at kind of the 4-hour mark. If you are a 2-ball, which is what they were playing in, if they are taking 5 hours to play an 18-hole round, and they're both professional golfers, so most of the time it's in the fairway and it's near the green and it's a 2-putt, that is a joke.
I think it has a lot to do with what's going on around you as well. Like, if there's people behind you and they're waiting for you all the time, if your playing partner is always waiting for you, then you're probably going too slow. You need to chill out. Like, it could be the case that everyone around you also wants to have a 6-hour round and you're all just grinding over things, in which case, fine. But if you're holding things up, or your group is holding things up, then you've got a problem.
I think, when it comes to the amateur game, though, there's such a discrepancy in how people play. Yeah. Say if I'm, I don't think it's a stretch to imagine that I average 100 strokes a round or something like that. And if I'm playing with people of a similar level, that means 400 strokes in my 4-ball.
Yeah.
And say if, I don't know, you've got a pro or a scratch or single-figure handicapper playing with his buddies, they're doing 75 each. So that's 300 strokes. That's 100 strokes
it's a whole
difference.
Extra person.
And I'm pretty sure the guidance, the rules of golf, however you determine it, it should be about 40 seconds per shot. Mm-hmm. So bring that down to 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds across 100 shots. I can't do the maths.
I'm gonna edit in the numbers thing.
Yeah.
The memes.
It was just on you.
But but realistically, you get to, a player like me. I either rush faster, play worse, hit more shots, takes more time, or try to slow down, like control yourself, but then you're taking more time and then you're becoming more self-conscious.
And overthinking things. Yeah.
So it's tough. And I know that there's a point where, like, obviously, if you're not good enough at golf, maybe you should be spending more time practicing off course.
Yeah, get off the course.
Shrink the game.
But it also feels a bit of a shame that if I'm going to be playing with, like, say, my dad, who doesn't hit it as far as he used to, and he's going to be hitting a similar number of shots as me, I think there's no amount of practice that's going to get us any better than we currently are.
Yeah, time's up. Get up.
I think the time spent on course argument can be very easily resolved by people taking a little bit of an ego check. Should you really, if you're taking 120 shots to get around your golf course, should you be playing off of the white competition tees on a Saturday when the course is full and you hit your driver 180 if you're really lucky and your short game is not good and you're always in the rough? Those problems of time can be solved by playing a tee box further up. We also had this conversation the other day about whether you should need a license to play any tee box that isn't the front tee box. You turn up to golf for your first time. They're like, welcome, Jacob. You look like a fresh golfer who's never played golf before. You can play these front tee boxes right here. You see this one? It's beautiful. It's red and it's not very long. If you then have birdie chances on all of the holes of that round, or, a preceding round later down the line, if you have birdie chances on every hole from those front tees, you are given a little tick on your scorecard, which means you can then move back one the next time you play, and so on until you get to the backs.
You should take everyone out onto the driving range before they play and ask them to hit a 7-iron, and depending on how far they hit the 7-iron, assign them a tee box.
Well, that is how they used to work it out. They used to work out which tee box you should play off based on how far you regularly hit your classic clubs, your 7-iron, or, the driver's a little bit different because not everyone, hits it well. The 7-iron you should be able to hit well. How far do you hit your 7-iron?
160.
Yeah.
155, 160.
140.
Yeah.
175, 180.
Yeah. So.
But the problem being, that doesn't mean I should be off whites. I don't want to be anywhere near those back tees.
Yeah, but that's because you also have awareness that maybe your driving is not as consistent as you would like it to be. Your short game isn't as good. But then you're thinking, if we're playing in a 4-ball, we should all be playing off of David's tees. Because that means...
so we can beat him.
Because that means that it levels out our group, right? You're hitting shorter clubs into holes, fine. But David also doesn't have to struggle to hit driver on every single hole we play because he's going to be shorter than you are. It levels everything out, and it means that the round will be quicker.
The irony of this is that if me and David play off the same tees, we shoot around the same score anyway, regardless of the discrepancy in distance. So,
thing is, as well, if Sam played off the same tees as David, he wouldn't be hitting many 7-irons in.
That's true. Just drive the green every time.
Yeah. It's more on the distance off the tee, isn't it, really?
It's that. I mean...
Because that's...
there is a lot to go in it. Like, I said it about the 7-iron, but equally, like, if your 7-iron's going 180, but it's also going into the trees. Of no real use to you.
Yeah. But I do find, given like the ability of the pros, how long they take when we're getting 5.5 hour long rounds. That's far too long. Like, you guys know the story of the 1950 US Open?
Oh, yeah. So well.
Honestly, I read it to Luca last night in bed.
I was just saying that at the pub.
Oh, God.
Enlighten me, David.
They went into the locker room and like the USGA or whoever had handed out letters on every single person's locker that the previous year, 1949, was far too slow. Slow play was ruining the game, and unless if they actually fixed it soon, there was going to be dire consequences and no one would watch. Do you know how fast?
I was going to say, were they playing like 3.5 hour rounds or something?
3 hours 37.
Oh my God.
And that was too slow.
And so it's like a 2 hour discrepancy between what they're playing at now.
That's so funny. They'll be rolling in there.
Just get
Graves. Will they be dead yet? Maybe
They played
They
in the
played in the 1950s.
Yeah,
but
they're knocking on 100.
there'll be some people who were around then who were still alive.
In the 1950s?
Yeah.
My dad was born in 55 and he's 70.
There we go.
There we go.
So they'll be rolling around in their slippers.
You're an idiot. And then not a good example, although David's adding of strokes and time was very good. We're not very good at maths on this podcast in general. So let's not try and do
I
it.
took my B in RAM.
degree.
You got a B?
Yeah.
I think I also got a B.
That's all I needed.
And I thought, you know what? I can do that for another year. So I did it for AS level as well. Hated
I binned it
What
straight
a
away.
moron.
Yeah, why did you do that?
I don't know. Okay, so pace of play is a problem on the PGA Tour. It can be a problem for your local every weekend golfer at your home course back home, wherever you're from. You know who it isn't a problem for? New Zealander Harry Bateman.
Well done, Harry.
I again do not know who this man is.
Harry Bateman just last month set the speed golf world record.
Okay.
So he played an 18-hole round of golf in 36 minutes and 14 seconds.
That is quite impressive, actually.
If you were going to play golf, all 18 holes of golf in 36 minutes and 14 seconds, what score do you think you would shoot? That's running,
the fitness
Yeah.
of it, hitting good shots.
Find your
I
ball.
don't-
Yeah.
I mean, this is me, so I'm going to say 180.
Oh, honestly, I'm going over a ton.
Yeah,
100% going over a ton.
I'm
I did
way
that
up.
walking last week.
130,
it down.
140, 140.
So you've got to run the course in under 40 minutes, and you're going to shoot 140.
That's a lot of shots.
That's twice as many shots as it took Harry Bateman. He shot 70.
Do you know what this reminds me of? This activity. It reminds me of the biathlon and the Winter Olympics. Because they're running and then they have to center themselves, bring their heart rate down in order to
Hold
hit
their
the
breath.
shot,
Yeah.
and then go.
He shot 70 in 36 minutes.
He shot 70 in 36 minutes. So what they do at the speed golf competitions is they add the amount of shots you took to your time, and then you get a points total. So he got 106.14 because they added his 70 to his 36.14. So that's the new world record.
So he shot level
He shot 70
in 36 minutes.
in 36 minutes.
That's insane.
So don't tell me that the PGA Tour players can't speed up a little bit. All right?
Maybe they should get us the world #1 speed golfer in.
This guy.
Just prove it to him.
Well, we'll take it to them. But also, what would help is if we do what I've been asking Pete to do for a long time. Try it.
Do it.
Go and do it.
Get
what
someone.
happens.
Get Harry Bateman in. Get Speed Golf Robin. Film a video. Show the PGA Tour. See,
This is how quick you could be, you joke man. Excellent work. We are halfway through the podcast, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's time to talk about NordVPN.
Oh, I love talking about it.
Oh God,
NordVPN.
I was worried.
theme tune, love it. Yeah. They'll love a theme tune. Have they got a theme tune?
That was a bit Victorian plumbing-y.
Victorian
plumbing.
Excellent work.
Wow, they've got to you, haven't they?
Sorry, we're not talking about we're talking about NordVPN.
We're talking about NordVPN. So today's podcast is also brought to you by our good friends at NordVPN. Basically, we wanted to find someone who would help us do the things that we do. Right? We travel all over the world. We also consume a lot of content. We watch video, we watch series, we watch live sports broadcasts. We also book flights. So NordVPN is bloody perfect for us because they help you do all of those things as cheaply and as efficiently as possible because you can just tell your phone or your computer that you're in a different place. And it's extremely safe and extremely cheap as well.
I mean, the cheapness is the thing that does it for me. You can buy one plan or whatever you want to call it, and then you get access to 10 devices that you can put it onto.
Oh.
So you can spread it around. You can have your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop. Everyone has so many devices these days.
So many.
So just to buy one simple product, one simple plan to cover yourself across. And when I'm going traveling, if I want to watch Ipswich on the telly, which is happening all the time
Why would you
now.
want to do that?
When was the last time you were on the telly?
The run into the end of the championship is coming. We're in third. We're going to be on the telly every week. I don't want to miss a single second of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to buy myself a NordVPN plan.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they have been great supporters of the podcast, great supporters of the channel.
Yes, thank you, Ipswich Town.
Ipswich Town and NordVPN. No, NordVPN are great. If you want to get our offer, you go to nordvpn.com/roughcut. You buy a 2-year plan, and what you'll get is 4 months for free on top.
Wow.
Perfect.
Excellent. Well done. Thanks, NordVPN.
I bet Pete's using it right now.
I reckon he might be. And I reckon if any English people flew over to South Africa last week and they wanted to watch any sport, they could have used one then when they were over there for LIV South Africa.
Yeah, they could have done. And I reckon Bryson was using it to
watch our video.
No, to view farm his channel.
Sure.
Wow.
Right.
No, I thought he might have watched like a swing quest or something to...
Swing slow, hit far.
Just keep your left arm straight.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? He does when he putts.
Yeah. He keeps all of his arms straight at all
getting it
times.
wrong. Yeah. You're meant to keep the straight arms is the swing bit, the full shots, not the actual putting. But hey, thanks for watching, Bryson.
What does he know, eh?
Yeah, he only won twice on LIV now. Yes, Bryson DeChambeau won on LIV again in South Africa. The event did look cool.
It did, yeah. There was. I'm very cynical in everything in life.
Yeah,
Full stop.
Full stop. Someone else talk.
End of point.
And there were a couple of clips I saw on socials where like the noise was huge. Like someone, I think it was Bryson chipped in for an eagle or something like that. So naturally, like a big raucous reaction would be expected. But they cut to loads of camera angles and sort of loads of points, and there was not really any like sign of a big crowd. It was a bit weird. I thought that's all. But then
You think they're faking it?
I did. But then especially over the weekend,
Paid actors.
Yeah, that's what they've got to now. Over the weekend, the crowds were massive, huge. I've seen so many people on socials, a few people that I follow that were there putting videos out, and it was big crowds. It was almost Australia-esque for LIV.
What do you think it is that's separating? Because there's an element I was thinking of about this, and with the Australia one, like you mentioned, there's an element of these countries don't necessarily see big tour events very often, and so they're all the people there who live there are really excited. They get to see the best players in the world, all that. However, South Africa does have DP World Tour events. What do you think it is that separates? Is it the quality of the field that's bringing people out more?
I would say that was because I thought the same thing. I thought Australia kind of show out and turn up because they don't really get many events over in that part of the world. And as you say, you kind of have back-to-back events in South Africa on the DP World Tour, but you don't have Bryson, Jon Rahm, Tyrrell Hatton, those kind of names coming in and play. So that was the only thing that made me think that. Obviously, they've kind of fed into the whole team element and the
South African-based team.
Yeah, what is it called? Southern Guard or something? Or they've changed the name of it this year.
Yeah,
which is the full South African team.
Yeah, they were winning. They were 9 shots ahead.
Oh wow!
At one point.
So obviously that helps.
And then Crushers GC came and did what they did. And they crushed them. They beat them by 1.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is kind of one of the examples, I guess, where that team focus on like one singular country does work.
Well, it's tapping into a tribalism of a different kind. It's like not trying to make you care about the team itself, but it's like saying, oh, well, actually, this team is just South Africa. So South Africa,
they're the Majestics all being Englishmen.
Yeah.
So they're using one thing to make you care about another, which is smart, I guess. It's not like they're not really making you care about something new, though, are they?
Yeah. So, but I watched a little bit of it, and the team thing is the thing that I think has the most potential when it comes to transferring some of their ideas to the world of golf that we already know. I had the same thought. It's like, why would I care about Crushers GC over Fireballs or whatever? Like, it's just a name with 4 people on it. And then I switched over the channel and watched the Arsenal game, and I thought, why do I care about Arsenal over Manchester City? It's just a name with some people in it.
Where you're from, though.
But then you're like, okay, so they need the additional third element, which is, yes, a consistent name and brand identity and team identity, and then the players who I can root for, and this third part of the triangle, which is be from somewhere. Be all from South Africa. Be all internet influencers. Be all, from a specific town. Like, have something that...
And then you create that...
Brings it all together.
For that, and then eventually it doesn't have to be that, and then there's just enough people that like that thing anyway.
There we go.
But then
for me, one of the things that the PGA Tour could learn from this, if anything, is the taking it around the world thing. Like the fact that they're not tapping into the fact that these places in these people in these countries want to see golf at the highest level, and they're just going, no, I will just keep it all in America, and have events that people in America are too spoiled to recognize that is worth going to see. It's like the people in South Africa or Australia would kill to have this opportunity to go and see the Houston Children Texas Open. Yet you continue to host it in Houston where no one will care. But you can see that even with this, we could still say that the PGA Tour field is better than the LIV field, yet even with that field, the South Africans all show out to do it.
I think over the weekend we saw the two camps battling each other really for the first time. A non-signature event on the PGA Tour where Scotty and Rory, aren't at the top.
Or playing.
Or, aren't even participating. Some of the big guys don't even turn up because it's not a signature event. Versus a hugely well-attended, seemingly very exciting, goes down to a playoff battle between definitely two of the best players on the planet right now in Jon Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau. And if I'm honest, if you offered me both of those, despite the fact that Matt Fitzpatrick wins, and
he's a German now.
Mats Fitzpatrick. Despite the fact that an English player won, I think I probably would have watched LIV over the Valspar because of how exciting that matchup is versus German Matt Fitzpatrick.
The only thing about LIV at the minute is I'm just getting fed up of this script that is in every single event of Jon Rahm finishing second. It's getting a bit boring now. All right, we know what you're doing. It's transparent. You're just putting him second every bloody week, and I'm fed up of it.
Well, he won really recently.
Well, they messed it up. That's what happened there.
Yeah, he accidentally won.
And that's always going to, it's going to fall through the net every now and then.
Yeah.
That's fine. I understand that. It's hard because you've got to make it look real. Of course you do. Otherwise, you're not going to believe it.
Just before we move on completely to Jon Rahm, just because obviously they've brought in world ranking points this time around.
If you finish top 10 for LIV, right?
Bryson's won 2 tournaments in a row. He started the previous event, so 2 events ago, in 41st. Where do you think he is now?
I don't
know how heavily weighted it is. I don't think it's that heavy. But
Matt Fitzpatrick got 500.
He's probably top 10 now, is he?
He got 500. Oh no, that might have been Race to Dubai points.
I'll go
or FedEx points. I think they
23.
They get much less weighting.
Is it reverse exponential log? So it gets
I'm sorry, we're not a maths podcast. If you're going to talk about
to increase as you go up the top, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it's like if you're 350th and you win an event, you go 400 places.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not 400 because that would mean you would be minus 50
in the world.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm going to go. He's 16th.
25.
Ooh. It's actually a tie. He's 24.
I was going to say 24 and I changed it mid-word.
Do you feel that is representative?
I mean, no, he's not the 23rd best golfer in the world.
No, he's much higher than that.
I'm just trying to... So that's basically 24th, yeah. Well, I'm making it 23rd, so I'm right.
I guess it's still early days on it, so maybe after a season long of getting ranking points for your performances, then it'll come... be higher up.
Yeah, but they have fewer events as well.
Well, that's their fault.
They wanted to play less golf, so...
You want to play less golf? Play less golf.
Speaking of playing less golf,
Wait.
Yes.
Very good.
did
Great.
it.
Very good.
Jon Rahm will not be playing at the Ryder Cup in 2027.
Wow. You heard it here first. Why?
He's not been picked. Luke Dole doesn't want him.
Well, he's ineligible at this time. On the 20th of March, Jon Rahm officially withdrew his appeal against the sanctions and fines imposed by the DP World Tour for competing in LIV events. The penalties are obviously like loads of money.
That is loads of money.
Yeah, it's $2.5 million he needs to pay.
It's a fraction of the amount of money he was gifted.
Correct.
During this rival tour.
However, he has said that he doesn't want to pay. He's not going to pay it. He has no intention of what he calls extortion. He has no intention of paying the fine. Yeah. But unless he does, and he commits to play the events on the DP World Tour that the DP World Tour want him to play, he will be ineligible for the Ryder Cup in 2027. So not even a captain's pick can get him in.
I thought that like surely LIV would pay that money because it makes sense that they have a world-beating Ryder Cupper on like their books.
They probably feel like they already have given the £500 million they've given him.
You can pay it.
Yeah, but what's £2.25 million going to be then to them?
Yeah.
Like that's interest. That's chump change.
Whole thing just makes me sick. Shut up. You've got loads of money all here. Stop whinging.
Yeah. This is true.
It's true, yeah, stop whinging. But it does remind me of a very famous story of another Spanish influential golfer who this happened to. In 1981, Seve Ballesteros.
Who?
Never heard of
Who's
him.
that? I don't know.
Was the centre of a major battle between what was then the European Tour, is now called the DP World Tour, over appearance money. So some American players, Lee Trevino and Arnold Palmer, were getting paid appearance fees to come and play on the DP World Tour. And Seve, quite rightly, in my opinion, said, hey, hold on. You're paying those guys to play on the DP World Tour, when in fact, most of them are coming to see me because I'm the big European star. I'm the reason people buy tickets.
Sorry, when you speak about Seve's bits, can you do it in a Spanish accent?
I
please?
cannot because I do not want to be cancelled.
He's Spanish. That's fine.
I want to be paid, please.
I want to be paid.
Yeah. Okay. I'll Spanish it up a little.
They come to watch me. I want to be paid, please.
Wow, Mick, that was really good.
Ventriloquist also, which is quite exciting. So basically, he was in this like big battle with the DP World Tour, the European Tour, about him receiving appearance fees that other players were receiving. He wanted to receive them as well. And what it meant was he said, I'm not going to turn up at all then.
I'm not coming to play.
I don't want to play.
Yeah, senor, I will not play. I will not play.
No, he's much more higher pitched than
More like a Spanish mouse.
Yeah, he's a mouse, all right.
Senor, I will not play. I will not play.
I don't want to hit the ball.
So
Please
he's.
don't make me.
This is going to be a clip now. I don't think it's going to be a clip. Seve says, I'm not going to play in these tournaments because you're not paying me and you're paying those guys. So he doesn't play enough events to be eligible to play in the Ryder Cup, so he doesn't go. He could have been picked, but he was left out of the team. And Mark James, have you heard the story about Mark James?
No.
I feel like you can tell me it.
Yeah.
You've heard the story.
It sounds familiar.
You're a historian
I know
of the
the
game. Basically, he was so badly behaved at the previous Ryder Cup that he got sanctions. They didn't turn up to him and one other player whose name is now escaping me. Didn't turn up to team events. Didn't turn up to...
It's a funny name.
Yeah, he's a new...
Name escaping me.
He's like, I won on that horse.
Escaping me. Is he a Chinese-born European?
Escaping me.
Escaping me.
They didn't turn up to team events. They...
I'm sorry. I'm in a weird mood now.
Yeah, he really helped me.
Yeah.
And he got picked, and Seve didn't. So he didn't turn up to that Ryder Cup. What it did mean, though, is that when Tony Jacklin took over, he said, Seve, I need you. I need you to come back. because we're not.
Okay, I play.
We're not going to be able to do it without you. And Tony Jacklin had to literally sit him down and convince him to come back and do something that he didn't want to do. So maybe Jon Rahm's arc is arcing in that direction.
Is he's trying to mirror it a bit too much?
Yeah. Maybe it's just Spanish belligerents. They just don't
He's
to be
like,
told what
listen,
to do.
I'm going to win the Masters on your birthday, and then I'm going to have a fight with the DP World Tour and miss a Ryder Cup, and then come back and become a hero and a legend. Maybe that's what he's going for.
Sure.
He read the same book that I read. I'm going to do that.
I'm just disappointed that Tony Jacklin didn't get an accent as well.
Oh, where's he from? Is he northern? Why does he feel like he's northern?
Where is Tony Jacklin from? Do you know
He might
what?
be.
I forgot to tell you this.
If someone finds out where he's from, I'll do it for you.
Go on, Sam. He's on.
I forgot to tell you this.
Please be an accent I know. Oh dear.
South Sudan.
It's not.
It's not really.
The clearing of the throat.
He is from Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe. Right. I don't know if this is Scunthorpe, but hey, Seve lad, come sit down, fella. Let me have a chat to you.
He will not play.
Oh, no, you will play, son. Marky James, he's not playing anymore. All right, we've kicked him out.
And he's escaping.
And he's escaping.
He ain't cutting the mustard.
He actually wasn't European, so we had up there. But
Good Lord.
Mr. Ballesteros, come and have a chat to me, son.
It's like halfway
It's like
between.
Nigel Clough at this point.
You're from
Oh, Brian
Bolton.
Clough, sorry.
Your person's from Bolton.
I don't know.
I thought it was halfway between Mick McCarthy and Jeffrey Boycott.
Yeah, a little bit.
Neil
Yeah.
Warnock.
Mick McCarthy, what an accent.
Thank you. I felt like I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
You were
feel-
in the room with the conversation.
Okay, I play.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That good luck cutting that up, me. Congratulations. That's going to be a fun thing to do on the plane tomorrow.
Sorry if the people of Scunthorpe listening.
Yeah, I've been to Southampton. I've never been to Scunthorpe.
I don't think any of us will be allowed in there.
Yeah,
I've been to Southampton.
I've been to
ne-
Southampton.
never been
they
to
don't sound
Scunthorpe.
like that though.
Never been to Scunthorpe.
Yeah, I get it. He's not good at it, I don't think.
Anyway, where do we go from here?
I was going to tell you my Tony Jacklin story.
Oh, okay.
Me and Pete were talking about Tony Jacklin in New York at the Ryder Cup. And we were walking past the 18th green. And
there he was.
not even a joke.
Really?
We were walking down the hill near 18 and I was saying, oh my God, can you imagine if we bumped into some Ryder Cup legends? He was like, oh, who would you want to meet? Like, surely you've met lots of them now. I was like, no, I met Lee Westwood and that's about it. I said, the one I would want to meet would be Tony Jacklin. And then a golf buggy flies past and I say the word Tony Jacklin, turn like this, and there he is with his wife driving past. And I went, oh my God. And she went, bye. I was like, that's Tony Jacklin. Pete was like, no, it wasn't.
It was.
It 100% was.
Wow.
It is, well known in the golfing space that he is exactly the same as Beetlejuice. And he just saying,
That's the same thing. Tony Jacklin.
and he just appears.
God, yeah, I was so disappointed.
Hey,
that
what, Mick?
he drove past me. Yeah, he drove past and I didn't get to say hi or thank you or you're the best or, thank you for doing what you did.
And he turns everyone who talks to him into a high-pitched mouse Spanish version of Seve Ballesteros. Oh, Tony Jacklin.
Tony Jacklin, I will play.
I will play for you, Tony.
It's got a bit more Italian mafia.
I will play for you, Tony.
Okay, the last thing we're going to do, congratulations, the podcast is nearly complete. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about A Tale of Two Hannahs.
It's like the feel-good story at the end of the news.
It is.
I'll leave you with this.
No, and we'll leave you with this. Hannah Green won the Australian Women's PGA Championship this weekend at 16 under par, 4-stroke victory. She became the first Australian to win 3 consecutive tour events in a single month. Congratulations, Hannah Green.
Wow.
Congratulations.
But a special shout out to friend of the channel, Hannah Gregg, who finished T41, which is her highest ever finish on tour. Alongside the man with the greatest arse in golf, Frederick Lindblom. This is what she posted. She posted, what a week. My last chance at reshuffling on the LET, and it came down to the final round in Australia. After 4 very challenging weeks, I'm so happy that we finished this way, my highest finish on tour. A huge thank you to the WPGA Tour for hosting the awesome event and for inviting her. This will have a huge impact on my 2026 season, she says. Does that mean she's going to get some sort of like some card or some membership? We don't know. I texted her to find out and she hasn't texted me back yet, so we'll see.
Yeah, you don't have that kind of pool, brother.
Well, also they're in Australia. It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, no, I mean, first of all, more importantly, just it's amazing to see people in the space that we are in. Obviously, she is aiming to become a professional golfer, but you know, she's been making YouTube videos, and we've been making YouTube videos with her and Fred for years and years. So it's just nice to see, you know, like you say, friends doing well in the golf space. I've kind of, you know, I've followed both of them on socials, so you kind of keep track and see how they're getting on and posting and stuff. And I know that the previous event she didn't quite finish the way she wanted to, so to kick back the week next and finish T41 is great. Which thing is, it shows you the kind of the stories within stories that you don't necessarily know. You always look up to the top of the leaderboards, but then those, you know, that one singular place in the leaderboard can mean so much to so many people who are trying to chase cards and stay on tour and make this their living. So it's it's really cool to see, and Hannah's such a lovely person as well. So yeah, it's really good.
Congrats to both of them. Excellent work. I don't think Fred hit any shots, but he definitely will have helped out.
You'd have hit them all in his head.
Oh, great work. Well done, team. Greg, congratulations. Do it again next week. That's how the grind works.
Yeah.
Go and do it again. Hit it, find it, hit it again.
In quick time, please.
Yeah, in 36 minutes and 14 seconds next time.
Yeah.
If
Shoot
you
them.
can. Mats.
Mats Fitzpatrick.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. We are going to go now. Thank you.
Goodbye.